Hello. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. If you're watching in the future, thanks for joining in. I see there's one person in the chat already. Yeah, it's the birthday stream. I have the big 5-0 coming up on Monday. um, so I thought I'd celebrate a little bit. I do have something booked for the weekend. I'm not going to give that away because I'm going to bring the cameras with me. I will video everything, and I'll make that a video. Coming down the line. There's two people in there. If you could hit the like button, that'd be great. I do have something to celebrate with. This is a Journeyman IPA. It's a double IPA, I believe, and I also have an O'Hara's IPA. So let's try this one first. Oh, I've no bottle opener, but I do have a knife. So let's see if we can. There we go. Into the bin you go. So yeah, happy birthday to me. um, yeah, 50 years of age. I didn't think I'd make it. I nearly didn't. I nearly didn't make it. But yeah, I'm almost there. Cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday, happy midweek, happy hump day, whatever you want to call it. Let's try this. Ah, ooh, it's nice and cold. It's not bad actually. It's not bad. Journeyman, first time I've tasted that one. So yeah, thanks anybody who's joining live. There was nobody waiting, but there is two people there. Um, I was just looking at a few videos there in Porto, and it brought back a few memories, um, especially of some of the stuff that I couldn't eat, the Francesinha and stuff like that. My mate Daniel, who I met over there, was trying to get me to eat a Francesinha, and it's just melted cheese and on top of bread, and it has bacon and steak inside, and then it's topped off with um, a fried egg. So yeah, it's a heart attack in a plate. So I couldn't eat that. But yeah, I was just watching a few of those videos. Anyway, yeah, 5-0 on Monday. It's Monday coming, so I'm not quite there yet. Um, and yeah, I do have something planned for the weekend. I have a two-nighter away, um, and I'm looking forward to that. It's not too far from here. It's about an hour's journey from here. I will, like I said, I will bring the cameras. That'll be a video coming in the future. I do have a couple that are lined up already. I might release them early because I do have a few videos that I want to release. Um, I did release one there recently. What was that one? What was that one? Oh yeah, that was the one on Knocknarea. That one hasn't done quite as well as the one before that. Um, but it was good to get out and do that, and yeah, it was good to be up in Knocknarea again because that's one of my favorite places in Sligo, and it's where Graham calls it knock my knee. The old hiking geezer calls knock my knee because he got injured when he was doing that. So yeah, Graham couldn't come up this time, obviously. Because probably bring back bad memories, but he might do his knee in again. So I went up alone, and it was lovely. Excuse me, that's after giving me a bit of wind. And it was lovely to get up again and learn about the history of Queen Maeve while I was doing it as well. Which is a fascinating history. Some people think it's fact, some people think it's fiction. But I said in the video, I'll let you guys decide. But yeah, I'm almost 50. Almost didn't make it as well. If you're an avid watcher of this channel, you'll know that I had a heart attack there 5 years ago, and I thought I was going to die, to tell you the truth. And I had a conversation actually with my ex fiance there last night. And it was nice to catch up with her. And she was asking me how's the health now, and I was just telling her, yeah, it's 100% now. Everything is fine. But it was good to chat with her again because I held a lot of sadness for a long time, and it's not good holding in that sadness. Um, it's not good at all, you know. And I held it for such a long time, and I'm glad I talked to her because it's sort of the last chapter of that. I can finally close the book. I can finally close the chapter of that part of my life. Um, but it was good to talk to her, just so I could do that. You know, she's in a relationship now, and I wished her all the best with the relationship and everything she does. She's changed her job recently and stuff. And yeah, it was just nice to be able to do that, just to have closure, you know. And I can get on now with my life and just do the things that I love and maybe get out and meet a few people again, maybe get into another relationship again. It's been too long, you know, it's been far too long. So yeah, it's finally nice to have a bit of closure there. But it was great to talk to her as well. So Tina, if you're watching, thanks for that. And all the best in the future. I know you're becoming a huntress, I believe you called it. And I'm delighted for you. I wish you all the best in the future. I really do. I always have. But other than that, yeah, 50 years of age. My God, I didn't think I'd make it this long. But it's funny, you know, life is funny in that way. Long may it last. I want to get into the 60s and the 70s and the 80s now at this stage, so hopefully I have another 30 or 40 years left of me at least. The health is great. I'm doing really good. Obviously I'm not haven't been working out really since I got back to Ireland, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of that again. I'll probably join a gym. So yeah, I will. Old hiking geezer. I remember my 50th birthday. That proves I still got a damn good memory. Yeah, Graham. When was that? That was 1920, wasn't it? Yeah, Graham does have a great memory. He has great hearing as well. So, yeah, 55. Oh, it's a huge thing for me. I'm gonna do it on my lonesome as well. There's no party organized or anything like that. Yeah, I've just booked 2 nights away and sort of secluded. I'll get away into the countryside. I will go into the town a bit, and I'll show you guys that. And it's a lovely town. I have been there a few times. Now I've driven through it a few times. I've never actually stopped off, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. Cheeky. I'm only messing Gabrielle, you know I am. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just to be somewhere different, for my birthday. And but Monday is the day. Monday is the big day next week. So yeah, that'll be the big day. I might organize with Graham and Gabby if they're up for it. We might get out for a meal or something on the Monday night. But I've nothing planned. I've no parties planned or anything like that. I did ask my friend Kev down, but he can't make it. He has to work over the weekend. So yeah, it'll just be myself, but I'll get out and meet new people. I'll get out and talk to. I'm sure I'll find somebody when I'm getting out to for something to eat or a few beers or something. I'm sure I'll meet somebody out in the street that'll celebrate my birthday with me. So it won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. But yeah, anyway, happy birthday to me. But yeah, I do have video coming up on Saturday again. I'm not sure which one to release yet. I haven't heard back from the land that I'm buying. I haven't heard back from my solicitor yet, so that's still in the pipeline. um, so yeah, I don't really have any updates on that. But once it comes around, I'll keep you guys updated, and I will make a video from there as well. And I'm sure Graham will join me, and maybe Gabby as well. We might do an overnighter there, for the first video. So we'll see. Good evening, David. Happy birthday to you, David. Have a blast. Thanks very much, Anne. I'm just celebrating with an IPA. But thanks very much, Anne. You've been a huge support to this channel over the last year or so, I suppose, at this stage. Anne is in Kenya. I do have plans to get to Kenya at some stage. Not sure when, but yeah, I'll get there. As well as that, myself, Graham, and Gabby did visit Enniskillen in Northern Ireland this week, on Monday, I think it was. Yes, it was Monday. And it was a lovely little town. I have been there before, but it was more out in the countryside. I went up with, I was a kid at the time, so I went up with one of my friends' mother, who was from there. She was living in Dublin, and we went up to her mother's house, which is farm land, and stayed there for a weekend. But it was good to see Enniskillen town. It looks like a lovely little town. We didn't get to see the river as much, but we'll do that next time. But yeah, I'd like to get up there again. And we went into an army surplus shop. I don't know if you've noticed. Um, it actually is not an army surplus. Um, it actually is not an army surplus shop. I apologize. It was actually a car accessory shop that had army surplus in the back. Graham introduced me to this shop, and I bought an army jumper. Because all my clothing is made from polyester, which is it's an oil extract fabric, which is not really good for your skin. So I wanted to get something woolly and something warm, because it's the middle of winter here, and it's cold. And this is doing the job. It's doing the job great, and it's nice and comfortable. And I have a wool top again. So yeah, this. I'm going back to the wool again. And if you're wearing polyester stuff, especially that spandex crap, all that stuff seeps into your skin. So please don't use that anymore. Go for wool or hemp or something natural. That won't harm the body. Polyester is not good. Anything that's made from oil is not good. That stuff just seeps through your pores, gets into your bloodstream, and it's not really good for you. So yeah, get back to the wool. Get back to the old stuff, hemp or wool, or something along them lines. Um, but yeah, I don't have anything planned for the big planned anyway. I don't have any party planned or anything like that for the birthday. But I haven't turned 50 yet, but it will be weird. It'll be weird to hit that milestone. 50 years ago, my mother had me. It's crazy just thinking about that. On that day. But yeah, I'm not even thinking about it that much, to tell you the truth. I'll just get through the Christmas now, get through the new year. Hopefully, a job will come up in the new year, and I can start making plans again. New plans now. I love staying here where I am at the moment. Graham and Gabby have been absolute stars, absolutely brilliant. I love the both of them you know, I love the both of them to bits, and we've got on really well, I think. They brought me up to Enniskillen there during the week, and they went out shopping and stuff, and I went off and had a pint, and but I seen a little bit of the town and that, and it looked really nice, and we'll probably get there again. And next time, I didn't film anything this time, but maybe next time I might get around to filming stuff, and I can show you guys Enniskillen as well, which is something that I haven't done in the past as well. So yeah, let's see if that happens. So thank you, Anne. Good evening to you also. I hope you're keeping well. Uh, yeah, I hope you're keeping well, over there in Kenny, and hope everything has calmed down as far as the political side goes. Um, and you'll be coming into your summer season soon, I believe. So, yeah, the new year there might be a place I can visit. So we'll see what happens on that front. But yeah, I've been waffling on. If anybody else wants to say hello, there is two people in there. It's probably Graham and Gabby, or Anne maybe. If anyone wants to say hello, please do. Please get in touch and say happy birthday. I'm still trying to get used to the glasses. I can't get used to them at all. Yeah, this double IPA, it is quite strong. I don't know if you can notice here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it is 7.1%, so it's really strong. It doesn't taste like it. So we'll just take my time with it. But yeah, let's see if anybody else wants to come on. I know there is. I did say on last week's feed that I don't get as many people in the lives anymore, because it's a bit early for people across the pond, and most people are working, which I understand. And somebody did actually put it in the chat and said, "Look, couldn't make the live stream, but working." But look, I appreciate you guys watching it afterwards. That just means as much to me. You know, if you are watching it afterwards, you do hit the like buttons and you do give me a comment. So, which is all good. It's all good, you know. And when you do hit the like button, you do hit the comments. The algorithm gets it out there, and more people get to see it. So, yeah, thanks everybody so much for that. And I must say, thanks everybody so much since I started the YouTube channel as well. Like, I think it's almost coming up onto 2 years now and almost 100,000 views, which is amazing. I never thought that could happen. And it was who put me onto that actually? That was oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Somebody put me onto that recently, just saying you're nearly at 100,000 views for your videos, and I couldn't believe it. And I looked, and it was yeah, it's coming up very close to it anyway. So hopefully we can get there before the new year. Like I said, I do have a video coming out Saturday that will be bushcraft again. I am back at the bushcraft hut, and I think that's going to be the final episode in that series. Don't hold me to that, but I was thinking of putting extra onto it, and I do want to do an overnighter as well. And yeah, Graham will probably join me for the overnighter, but that might be not part of the bushcraft series. That we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure, but I do have the final. Let's call it for now the final part of the bushcraft series coming up on Saturday, and then the following Saturday, then I might release it the following Wednesday, because I do have a couple of videos lined up that I want to get out to you guys. And I want it to coincide with when I get the land, and then I'll be able to release the video for when I get the land. And then everything will be on the right timeline. So that's my plans. That's my plans. But thanks everybody. And if you're going to wish me birthday wishes in the future, thanks very much for that as well. I do appreciate it. Um, I, I was going to organize a birthday party, but a lot of people are busy this time of the year, especially around Christmas. And I understand that. And as well as that, like I haven't really kept in touch with a lot of friends. I still keep in touch with Kevin, that. But there was no need for a big birthday bash or anything like that, because after being traveling away for so long as well, and the time of the year that it is, there wasn't going to be that many people that showed up anyway. So that's just the way it goes. I'm okay with that too. I've always been a bit of a bit of a loner. Now I did go and meet some people when I got back in Dublin. A couple of old friends, but yeah, I don't really get around to meeting them as much as I should really. And my ex-girlfriend did say that to me as well. She said, "Don't let your friends go, especially the close ones." I don't really. And I did get to see a couple of them while I was away, or sorry, while I was back in Dublin. Um, I haven't got back to see my cousin Linda yet, but she seems a bit preoccupied as well. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I might get to see her soon in the future. The political heat went down. We all good now. Well, that's good to hear, Anne. Yeah, Kenya was going through a bit of political strife there recently, so it's good to hear that things are calming down in that country. You know, anytime Westerners get involved in African countries, there's always a bit of political strife, and yeah, just get them out of there. Get the Brits out, get the French out, get them all out, and let the Africans have their own country. There's no such thing as an undeveloped country. There's a it's just countries that are actually all they're trying to take the resources from these countries, because there is vast resources in Africa. Gold and cobalt and stuff that makes mobile phones. Stuff like that. And it's always Western countries that create the strife in these countries. It's never the people themselves, never the locals. It's always the people that the insurgencies, that the West will try and send in there to create some strife, to create some, just to create political conflict, maybe get the power overthrown, and then they can move their corporations in, and be able to control them that way. So it's good to hear that Kenya is not, it has died down at least for the time being. I'm glad to hear it. There is a couple of other countries that are not as fortunate in Africa, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just the colonial influence. It's just modern day colonialism, basically. So yeah, hopefully the Africans will get it together, and they won't have Western puppet leaders in there anymore. So yeah, let's see how that goes. um, yeah, cheers everybody. I'm over the 20 minutes now. We'll give it another 10 minutes, see how this goes. Uh, I've been loving it here in Sligo. Um, I did get back, you've probably seen the videos. I did get back to see Ben Bulben, which was amazing. I love Ben Bulben. I love seeing all the best places in Sligo. And then, as well as that, Devil's Chimney, Schulteneigenord, one of my favourite places to visit in Sligo. It's, the highest waterfall in Ireland. And every time I'm there, I just leave a piece of my heart there with it. I really do. It's just it's just very magical. When I went there last time as well, there was a couple down there, down on the lower part, and they were just looking up at the waterfall. And it's a place that they could have got engaged. I don't know if they did, but it's a place that he could have got down on his knees and just said, "Will you marry me?" But they seem like a lovely couple. We did have a conversation while I was there as well, and I hope he did. I hope he did propose to her because, yeah, they seemed like a really nice couple, and it would be a lovely place to do it as well. I did get out to obviously Knocknarea as well there last week, which yeah, I love that place too. It is a long hike. It's a long hike around. I went all around the northern part, and then the climb then up the boardwalk, which is yeah, that's the only climb you have really, and after that it's a piece of cake. And then getting up into the historic part, where there's the cairn on top, and you learn about Queen Maeve, and it has all these placards all along the way, and you're learning more history as you go along. And yeah, it's just a magical place. It really is. There's a lot of Irish folklore involved there, and yeah, I love places like that. I am going to visit a few more places around Sligo because there is a lot of let's say Iron Age, Stone Age places like that. Excuse me. Um, and that I want to get around to as well. A lot of old age forts and stuff like that. As well as that, I want to get up to Donegal. I'll probably bring Graham with me. He's dying to get up there as well. And we'll visit a few places, maybe ancient places up there too. I do want to visit a few places in Galway too, which is Graham will probably come with me as well. Maybe Gabby might too, if Gabby's into it. Um, so there is a few places that I want to visit there too. And yeah, they'll be coming up in the future. So I do have plans for the channel. Nothing is going to change really. Even when I get this land, I still will be visiting different places. I still will be going abroad. I do have plans to see my friend Franco in Rome, and we might go around to see the volcanoes around Italy as well, in northern Italy as well. So I'll plan that with Franco. He seems to be a bit busy at the moment. Um, but I'll get in touch with him, and I'll go and visit him over there in Italy, in Rome, and we'll see the Colosseum. I've seen it already, but I didn't film it at the time. And I'll show you guys the Colosseum, and there is the ancient ruins that are right beside the Colosseum as well, which is always good to see. So I will film all that as well. I'll document everything while I'm there. So I do have plans. It's not just going to be woodlands. It's going to be different places as well around the world that I will visit as well. So it's all about the outdoors, guys. This is what this channel has always been about. It's always been about just getting out into the outdoors, and instead of watching TV all day and stuff like that, get out into nature, and feel. Take your shoes off and put your feet in the grass, or if you're at the beach, get your feet into the sand or into the water. It's all about grounding yourself, and And yeah, being at one with the earth, it's all about nature, and a lot of people have lost that. We as a human species, we've lost that. Well, I haven't, and I'm trying to get people to sort of get back to nature that way, where we can, um, yeah, just ground yourself to the planet, basically, because that's what it does. Basically, the human body is a battery. We have positive and negative, and when we take our shoes off and get into the grass, it sends the positive and it reduces the negative in our body. So, yeah, the human body is like a battery. So there you go. Most people don't know that. But that's all I've got. I'll leave it for another 5 minutes. See if anybody else wants to say hello. What do you guys think of the jumper, by the way? I'm ashamed of it though. It is British Army surplus, so so I should be a little bit ashamed. Agus, bhí mé chun labhairt in Gaeilge freisin. I was going to talk in Irish too, but while I'm in a dhéanamh níos mó, I want to do that a little bit more, because I was watching a film there during the week. It was made in Belfast. It's called Kneecap, and they're sort of reviving the Irish language with their film that came out. The film is called Kneecap itself, and three lads from Belfast that grew up in a Catholic neighborhood. Now that doesn't matter to me, Catholic, Protestant. I'm not religious or anything like that. But they grew up in a Catholic neighborhood, playing hurling, and speaking the Irish language. And it's an Irish language film, and it has won a few awards already. And it's great to see the Irish language coming back, a bit of a revival. And those guys seem to have catapulted that back into the mainstream. So, yeah, let's hope that happens, and let's see what happens with the Irish language. Um, because I love speaking the Irish language. I don't speak it enough, actually. I wish I could speak it every day. I wish I could speak to somebody every day, but unfortunately, I don't get to do that. So, but you never know. What's going to happen in the future. When I get this land, I might get a few people on there that speak Irish as well, and we'll be able to speak in the Irish language together. So. Yeah, but I hope it does make a decent revival in the future, because it is precious to us, and a country that loses its language then loses its culture as well. So I do hope that more people get back to speaking the Irish language and get back to learning more about the Irish culture. And I'm trying to teach you guys as much as I can about that as well, in my videos. So hopefully I can speak a little. I might speak a little bit more Irish as well, and then speak in English next to it, or after it, and just explain what I'm saying. So hopefully I can do that in the future as well. Yeah. So loads of plans in the future coming up. So yeah, that's my tuppence. If you want me, if you have any ideas of your own that you want me to do, please do drop it in the comments below. And yeah, I'll be more than happy to do that. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. Like I said, nothing is set in stone yet. Nothing is set in stone. So I'm open to people's suggestions all the time, even if it's constructive criticism. I don't mind. I will take it on board, and I'll try and make my videos a bit more interesting for you guys, because that's what it's all about. It's not just for me, it's for you guys too. Now, I love making them, but if you come across something that you would like to see in my videos, I'm more than happy to do that. Okay, coming up on nearly 30 minutes. I'll leave it till the 30 minutes. I haven't even got through a quarter of the beer because I've just been talking, but let's have a good drink now. Sláinte, everybody. I love you all. I love you to bits. I'm nearly 50. I can't believe it. Oh, it's a good beer. I thought I was going to get into this one as well, just in case I went over time and there was a few people in the chat, but obviously not. We just have the usuals. But people are working. It is that time of the evening, or that time of the day, depending on where you are in the world. So yeah, it's cool. But if you're watching in the future, please give it a like. And do give a comment as well. I love the comments and I do answer them all. But yeah, 15 minutes now to 30 minutes. Yeah, so we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks everybody for joining in. Old Hiking Geezer, Gabrielle, and Anne. As always, you guys are amazing. You always join into the live chat, and I really appreciate that from you guys. And I appreciate the chats that I get afterwards as well. So yeah, take care, everybody. The videos coming up will be of my 50th birthday and stuff like that that's happened recently. So I hope you enjoy those videos as well. Give them a like too. Maybe 2 thumbs up if you can. Okay, other than that, I don't have any more news. I love you all. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you all in the very near future. Next week when I have a live, I'll be 50. Take care, y'all. Love you to bits. Good luck. Bye bye. How do I stop this now? Ah, there we go. Take care.